Alright, this was not my dinner plan. I will explain after I eat why I'm eating Jersey Mites. It is a ham tub, and got bacon on his sub he didn't want, so we put it on mine. I got a little lettuce, a little tomato, pickles. They did give me the salad dressing, which I'm not going to use, but I could. It's only 2 total carbs. I just had them put some oil and vinegar on it. And this is probably going to make me retain some water for a day or two. It usually does. We will find out. I'm going to go weigh right this minute, and we'll see what I weigh tomorrow morning. And I know what I weighed this morning, basically. But I've had an insane day. It is almost 4:30. And yeah, once you hear why, you'll understand why I'm eating this, and I'm just too exhausted to cook or anything. Alright, fully clothed, all my watches on, everything. I am weighing 219, almost 220 basically. So we'll find out if this makes me go up. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I never can tell. Sharky, mommy's trying to tell her story of her day. Okay, so I haven't eaten it yet. Let me pet the cat. Why, I tell y'all, I woke up this morning on my own at 7 something, and I had slept the night through. And I ain't peed. Like, I almost peed myself. I'm trying to run to the bathroom because I slept the whole night through. Because it got to 61 in here, and I sleep great in freezing cold. If the cats wanted in, oh no, I didn't hear them. I slept right through the whole entire night. Like a baby. Then my mom called. I was up for about 15 minutes or so. And my dad had been having horrible heart pains all night, so we had to rush him to the hospital. He wouldn't let us call an ambulance. We had to drive him ourselves. We got stuck in an accident traffic that took 20 extra minutes, and he's sitting there saying we should have called an ambulance, and I'm sitting there, please don't code in the vehicle. Like, I was freaking out the whole drive, trying to keep it calm and not tell everyone, driving my dad's big giant truck, which is a pain in the butt. Drop him off. They did tons of testing. They don't know what the pain is from. It's at his heart, but they said his enzymes and everything are fine. The x-rays looked fine, that they don't see a heart attack. They wanted to keep him overnight. However, the heart doctor said no, because they were surrounded the whole friggin' time with COVID patients. The hospitals ate alive with it, and they said he needs to get out of there immediately. He was there for hours though, like 8 hours, but he needed to hurry up and get out of there, and he couldn't spend the night there because they were more worried about him catching COVID than him having a heart attack right now. So I had been stressed. I had been driving because I came back home and went back and came back. Like, I am so dead exhausted. I don't have anything in me. Like, so that's why I'm eating the salad. It's heavy, y'all. I can gain 5 pounds. That thing probably weighs 5 pounds. Let's find out. I am, like I said, completely, totally, 100% dead. Like, I need to clean this off. It's from the salad I made the other day. Okay, I guess it's only 1 pound, but it felt heavy to me. 1.5. But, 1.5, but it feels heavier than 1.5 pounds. So that's how tired I am, that my wrist is thinking something weighs like 5 pounds. So I'm not going to eat salad dressing, like I said. I'm just going to go eat it like this, because the salad dressing will give me a nasty little heartburn. So I'm just going to go ahead and go eat. We'll talk in a little bit. Alright, so I have no tripod to use, so let's try to do this the best I can. And I look like crap. So I'm in pajama shorts. That on the, was it 14th, 16th of August, when I weighed 255, was extremely tiny, like underwear, tight, but they're the only things that could fit me, even though they were very tiny, like underwear. Y'all, I mean tiny, like horribly tight. They were up my bottom, up in my thigh area, because they were so little on me. This is where most of my weight's gone, there in my stomach. Let me see if I can show y'all. Look, they're long. And look Look how huge. Like, I need a tripod so I can show y'all. Look. Gigantic. Like, long, y'all. See my knee? No. They were up here. Okay? They were them. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to be in trouble. Started with the C word. It's not the see you next Tuesday word. Yeah. But anyways, they used to like, bam, right there, way up here, way above my thighs. My thighs just ate them alive. Even standing. They were so tight on my thighs, y'all. And now they are gigantic. Even my shirt. Okay, this was a very tight shirt. Yes, I wore it a lot. It's my pajamas. It is clean. But it was extremely tight. Now it's nice and baggy. Like, this was all tight. So even, I know a lot of y'all might be thinking, well, you've lost like 35 pounds. That's a lot of weight. However, I've changed sizes more than 35 pounds. Because for 35 pounds for me, usually does not shrink, like make my clothes bag off me like that. It's usually, oh, it's not so tight anymore, because these were so tight they were hard to sit in. Okay, I am talking about super tight, and now they are swimming on me. So that's for one reason I am not like running to the scale every day, because my inches are meaning way more. Like, my butt barely could fit into these. Let me see if I could tape up the tripod, because I can do better than what I was just showing y'all. Hold on. This is the best I can do, so we're gonna try. I wish, like, now, when I mean short, I mean up to here short. This was filled. All these, like, it was filled. So look, like, I am still huge. Do not get me wrong. Still huge. Still not happy where I am. But absolutely amazed at my inches that are falling off. Alright, I did get lucky and not get any heartburn. One reason I stopped eating those tubs in the bowl, I'm very sleepy, y'all. Like, I could fall asleep right now, but it's only 6, so I cannot go to sleep, or I'll wake up in the middle of the night and mess up my sleep. One, they're outrageous in price, but my parents bought it for us. And 2, they were giving me heartburn. But I left the banana peppers off. I told them no oregano and only a teeny bit of olive vinegar, and I didn't use the dressing. I did go back and add 1 ounce of my Kobe Jack shredded cheese, though I felt like it just needed some more fat. I love doing Wendy and Harry's challenge. I love how it rotates. However, on the protein spare modified fast days, I am very sleepy once I eat. Okay, like, I am hungry still after I eat, and I'm insanely sleepy. So I'm not sure. I've been thinking all day, especially with the stress and how many things are going on in November. I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't do the challenge, especially since I wasn't going to do it exactly on the same days as them. I'm thinking I should stick to all the other days that they had planned, and maybe I should do a low-calorie keto day on, so I wouldn't be doing the same challenge as them, but add in some very low-calorie keto days. Even though I already eat low-calorie, it would be lower. And if it all came from fat, it all came from fat. It doesn't have to be protein on those, in that kind of diet. I just know I have a lot coming my way for the month of November. And looking at my little diary, I went back through, and I went back through when we were doing the protein spare modified fast days a lot before, and every day I'm more weaker the next day. I'm more tired once I eat. I am more cranky, and it's not because I'm not eating enough. I think it's because the protein is so high those days and the fat is so low. Like, it's too far apart for me. at this stage right now. And it doesn't matter how I eat, I'm noticing, because, you know, I lost tons of weight before I started doing the challenges. It just seems my body is dropping 1.5 to 2 pounds a week right now, no matter how I mix it up or not. I need more activity, but I'm doing as much as possible. I'm getting my steps in. It's just, I have no cardio. Like, to me, like, I want to do my headset, my VR headset, but I'm so exhausted. I was going to go put it on right now. You cannot put it on when you're sleepy. If you have any kind of vertigo or any kind of, like, where you get nauseous looking at screens, because when you're sleepy, it's worse. It is worse. I gotta watch Sharky. He snuck out here. That's why I decided to film, because I wasn't gonna film. I'm so tired, but he snuck out the door when I was going in, which I keep the screen locked so he can't escape. He's investigating, and I'm told him he can be out here and try to call his name, and then we have to go inside. So, y'all, I went to Sprouts today because I really love my great Zedias. I mean, I love strawberry butter, but they're impossible to find. Y'all, do y'all know I have to be very careful because they're so expensive. Like, it's insane. They're $1 a piece, basically. It comes down to $1 a piece. It's ridiculous. I thought it was ridiculous when they used to be $6, but now even normal soda is $9 a 12 pack, and I was used to paying $2.50 a 12 pack just 2 years ago. How the time has changed drastically for the price of stuff. Like, yeah. More of my pillow covers. I love my pillow covers because I get to switch them out. So I bought me 3, and I literally told myself, how is this going to last me a month? Because I like more than one a day right now, because it's something I can drink other than coffee and water. I don't like the taste of water at all. And I have not found any flavor packs that I can drink without having an issue. Like, they all give me severe heartburn. I haven't found any that doesn't. Even if I was just take a little bit of Skinny Girl syrup, all of the berries, watermelons, any flavor I would like, give me heartburn. So that's not an option. Not an option. All right, I was going through my potassium thing results because they're like, it's too high, you can't have potassium, blah, blah, blah. Do y'all know my numbers have basically been the same for the last 7 years? Probably because I eat so much meat. But it has not changed just because I've gone on lower sorting and I'm having keto chow. It is still basically the same for 7 whole years. So them freaking out on me and telling me you can't have this, you can't have that, blah, 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 blah. It's been the same the whole 7 years. It hasn't gone up any. So my plan is to have a couple of keto chows a week. I just won't do like multiple ones a day like I was going to do. I went to order the savory chicken, but it's showing the old numbers, the old package, and they sent me the new one the last time, but I'm worried. So I'm going to have to contact them because I do want to buy a bunch, but I want to make sure that I am ordering the new recipe because I have millions of the old ones and I can't eat them. I gave them to my mom. I mean, like hundreds of packs because tons of people sold them, but sent them to me. And then I got tons when they were on sale a couple years ago. And then, thank God the mouse that got into my storage unit when I used to have one did not the storage room in my house. It didn't like that one, so it did not eat any of them. It didn't bite into any of the savory chickens or nothing, but it's the old recipe, and I get sick from the old recipe. The new one doesn't affect me at all. So if you ate the old one and it upset your stomach, try the new ones because they don't have as much, I think it's acacia fiber, but they don't have as much fiber. They don't have added stuff to raise the carbs, so the total carb count is actually lower. So whatever they've taken out, which people are telling me is acacia fiber, that they've lowered the amount, but whatever they've taken out makes me happy because it just doesn't hurt my stomach any longer. So that will definitely be in my diet for November. That and Premier Protein. So I will be doing more protein drinks, and I will be having, including Ghost Protein. We're going to try some Ghost Protein. So my total carbs will probably go to 20 because we're going to have proteins and in the way of shakes, which means technically they were meals. So I will be having more than 1 meal a day. I am going to try a few different ways also because prices, I mean, I can't afford $9 a day just for my beef, y'all. I just can't afford that. So I can't eat my beef every day. And yes, I eat almost the whole thing because it cooks down to like 13 ounces, 12 ounces. I think one of the packs cooked down to 10, even though nothing, I should weigh them beforehand because nothing is really disappearing. Some water out of it, like, is evaporating. But, so I end up eating the whole thing, plus the cream cheese and cheese and whatever else I ate. And that's like $14, $15, $16 a day. That's just too much in groceries. I started adding everything up because making these videos, I noticed like, hey, you're not just eating half that anymore. The beef, when you eat it, you're actually eating the whole entire container. So we're going to start, I'm going to do a little different. I'm going to add some liquids, which I really like my pumpkin, Premier Protein pumpkin one as a cold coffee. And we're going to do that and stuff like that. And then I won't feel like I'm missing out on all this cool pumpkin stuff, right? And I've got some real canned pumpkin. We're going to use that too. But I think it is time to go inside. So Mommy is getting cold. I think it's time to put some pants on too. I'm still in shock how loose these are. All right, Sharky, let's say goodnight. All right, I came in and I did the headset. I did aerobics for about 45 minutes. For some reason, my Oculus was supposed to be charged. Everyone's having a charging issue, so I don't know. It was actually on and it shouldn't have been on. So that's the only amount of time I had on the battery. So it's charging now. But I got some workout in. Wasn't expecting to. Put it on just to look at it. And next thing you know, it's 45 minutes later and I had danced my butt off. Alright, I am defrosting my pound of sirloin. And we're going to measure it. I want to see, is it really a pound before I cook it? Is it or isn't it? So, y'all. Actually, this is too small. My daughter had an art class she was teaching of kindergartners today. They had a little homeschool co-op. So, my mom usually takes her and sets and waits because a parent has to be there. It doesn't matter that she's 18 or whatever. But today my mom couldn't because she's waiting for the 5th time for them to come fix her refrigerator because she bought insurance and they are stupid because she's been without a refrigerator for 2 months. Thank goodness she has a backup fridge because when my daughter's issues, she needs her own fridge because she doesn't like other food touching and all this weird stuff. So she's been using that and using mine. But y'all, 3rd time canceling on the day it's supposed to be here, and now and you only get a computer, and it's being rescheduled for the 19th of November. That will destroy Thanksgiving. So, yeah. She's angry. My daughter doesn't understand. Like, she's just like, this is the way of the world. You don't get real people. This is just how it is. I can make up a story to make you feel better. No story will make my mom feel better. My mom wants to punch someone's face in, and I understand that completely. Anger is happening because she has literally since August had trouble. And this fridge keeps breaking. But the rule is if they fix it so many times in a row, they're supposed to pay for a new refrigerator. It's part of the insurance that she's paid a long time for. And she went through all this last year. And now it's messed up all over again. And the worker says LGs break like this. And I know some of y'all are going to say Samsung sucks. Don't get Samsung because my mom's original Samsung sucked. But I've had my Samsung for over 2 years now and had 0 problems with it. And her refrigerator is only 3 years old and she needs a new one now. So I just think all products are inferior and is made to break down within 3 to 5 years. So you have to buy new ones. Okay, my mom has her original dishwasher from the 90s when we moved out here, early 90s, with no issues. Okay, that was cumin. I gotta get more cumin. I think I have a container, I'm not sure, because that just used it all and I wanted more than that. And this was a tablespoon of beef gelatin. But like, and that's 2 tablespoons of butter almost. And this is just some white pepper. Like, I completely understand why she's losing it, because I'm losing it for her. Salt. Let's turn down this drastically, because I'm running my mouth instead of paying attention to what I'm doing. The whole reason I am showing you the same meal that I keep eating is to show you exactly that I basically am sticking to the same thing, same ingredients. I'm not changing it up. I am literally basically sticking almost identical. Sometimes I just put a little less. Okay, let's see what this with the bag weighs. I think that's cooked enough, like defrosted enough. Okay, it comes to 1 pound, 0.3, or 0.3. So it's got 3 grams. 1 pound, 3 grams. Gotta take the bag off. The bag is 5 grams, so we'll just say that's basically, it's right under a pound. Okay? Right under a pound. So this just seems to work well for me. It's fast, it's easy. Okay, so this morning, my weight did not shoot up. I did not weigh when I woke up. I woke up at 7. I didn't get to the scale until 10. I had already had a coffee, already done a bunch of stuff. And when I got to the scale, I'm 220 even again. So I didn't shoot up. Used to, when I would eat salads from Jersey Mike's, and I wasn't even double meat, and that was double meat in it, I would go up 5 pounds every time I ate them. Every time. But it could have been because they were messing with my stomach. I got heartburn every single time. So this time I did no seasoning on it. So no salt, no pepper, no oregano, no banana peppers, because I always ate banana peppers with it. No banana peppers. Just lettuce, tomato, oil, and vinegar. And just a little, not a lot. And then I did the double meat, normal amount of cheese, got the bacon on it that was supposed to be on Dino's, and then I put another ounce of shredded cheese on top of it. And that was all I ate yesterday. But I was expecting to go up sodium-wise in weight, which is basically the same number it is every day I basically weigh in after being up so many hours. So yeah, I don't see, and I also slept really good again last night. I mean, my sleep score says I didn't, but I don't care because I only woke up once to pee. So I'm going to sleep naturally. Like, I didn't even try to fix my sleep again. I just started naturally falling asleep again, naturally waking up about 3 to pee, or not waking up at all, like the night before. And then I am waking up at 7, naturally. 7:30, right there. No alarms, nothing. I didn't even set an alarm, even though I needed to be up. I just knew my body would naturally wake itself up, and it did. It did. So, I really wanted more cumin, but I don't know where my seasoning is. Like, I think I'm out of it. I think that's it. So, I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle this in while it's still cooking. Most of this you see is the beef gelatin. Look up the benefits of a gelatin, whether it's Notch gelatin or beef gelatin. It's got a lot of benefits. Also, did anyone, because I don't want to get in trouble and get my video marked, but did anyone see that who bought in this summer to Bragg's apple vinegar stuff? And on top of it, did anyone see this new ad pill crap that the former computer person, we're just going to say this, came up with? That's supposed to make your food, say an apple or kiwi. Hold on. Sorry. It was going off, so I turned it off. Okay, so it's supposed to make, say if this kiwi or avocado or apricot is what they're really using it in, normally would last, say, a day. Of course, longer, but we're just doing an example. Now it's going to last 50 days. It makes it last 50% more than it should. Like, it's way longer. It's supposed to help on food waste and cost and make things last a lot longer. So it's basically a preservative, right? It's a pill, preservative, or something. I've not really looked into it because I was just like, oh no, not more stuff. We don't need more toxic put on our food. Right? But yeah. Yep. Every time you turn something on, it's something stupid. I'm just saying. Just saying. So, one reason I like Lidl's and Aldi's is in those other countries, they have rules about what can and can't be put in food. Right? You go over to Australia, they look at you crazy if you showed them a yellow friggin' Cheeto. Their Cheetos are white because they don't do artificial coloring and stuff. Like, go over to Italy and get pasta. And if you had a gluten problem and your stomach's full all the time, I bet it won't if you have their pasta. Because those other country cares what they do with their foods. Just saying. Okay. That's why I always buy no antibiotics, no hormones, no blah, 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 blah. But then you don't even know for sure what you're really getting. Especially when we have no choice. But sometimes, like me, I have to have alkaline water. So, and I've tried to make it myself with baking soda. It just does not work. I taste that baking soda no matter what I do. And it comes in plastic. So I made sure the plastic's not hot. I made sure to only do it when I need to drink water, right? Otherwise, I'm okay with cans. I mean, it's really hard to be clean. But lately I've been getting my meat at the Chatham Co-op meat place, or Chatham Meat Co-op. So I know where it's coming from. I know the farms it's coming from, the ranches it's coming from. Like, I know what I'm getting. Because there's so many things like this that we have to trust what the label says. And we don't know exactly what we're getting. But I know when it comes to my meats and stuff at least. Okay, this is, let's see. A little less than 2.5. It's 2.3 ounces. 2.3 ounces of cream cheese. And yes, there is another brand that is very clean. That is actually local that I went to go buy because I know what I'm getting there. I know for sure it's just those two ingredients. But it was $5 a brick. Y'all, I can't afford that. I can't afford to be clean on everything that goes in my mouth. And right now, I need it. I need it for fat. And I need it for taste so that I can eat it because I can't use soybean stuff anymore, I've noticed. I'm really starting to notice that Duke's mayo was not my friend. Like, it might taste good, but every time I eat it, I swell really bad. And I know it's the soy because I had to give up a lot of other stuff that had soy in it. So I'm clean where I can be because I'm spending so much on this ground beef that I'm about to eat. It was $9 almost. I get at least this. I'm only paying $2 for my cream cheese because I'm buying in bulk. So hold on. Okay, he has a song playing on his phone and he did not answer it, so I had to wait. I didn't want to get copyrighted. Okay, so I get at least 3+ days out of a brick of cream cheese, and I'm buying them by the bulk from Sam's when they're on sale, so I'm not even paying $2 a brick. We'll just say $2 a brick. So we'll say I'm using about 50 cents to 75 cents per dish. The cheese is super cheap because I'm paying less than $2. I'm shredding it myself, and I'm only using about 2 ounces of the cheese, so that's 4 whole days. My meal is basically $10 a day when I eat this ground beef. So that is why I need to add some other food in than just the ground sirloin because of that. I mean, the picanha beef I had on the smoker is cheaper per pound than this by $1. So I'm thinking about getting a bunch of that. But cooking mine way longer than I normally cook them because it just seems to, I want that fat to be nice and crispy. So this is simple. Just going to throw it in here. Very, very simple. This is my first Zedia of the day, by the way. I've been gone all morning. Okay. I'm going to use the scale, even though I'm usually really good at weighing my cheese, but I want to be precise. Okay. Man, I splattered grease all over my scale, y'all. I'm a terrible, messy person when I cook. Just saying. See, really easy for me not to use scales. Pretty good at knowing the weight. Sometimes I cheat myself. I never go over, though. There we go. 2 ounces. We're keeping it with 2, even though it jumped back down. So maybe I'll eat more later. I don't know. But I am going to eat just 1 serving of pork rinds because yesterday I ended up eating pork rinds. So I have a serving left in the Ziploc bag. Not my size serving, actual serving size of the bag. And I don't want to open a new one right now, so I'm just going to have a serving with this. So by the time I eat this, it'll be all nice and melted. I'm going to add a little more salt though. And it is 1:30. This is my main meal of the day and probably my only meal of the day. But I can tell you right now, if Jersey Mike's actually works for me, there is a chance I will be having more of those subs in a tub next month because it's a very, very busy month for me. Even though this is super easy, I'm thinking about starting to meal prep this meal and just not adding the cheese part, put them all in containers, and then I just have to throw them in the microwave real fast to heat it up and then put the cheese on it. That is one of the things that I've been thinking about doing. Because like I said, it's going to be a busy month. But I do like knowing right now that there is an option of somewhere I can eat that doesn't hurt my stomach as long as I leave those ingredients off. So, and this does not hurt my stomach. My coffee does not. My pork rinds do not. The cumin doesn't. Yeah, I am realizing as long as I have nothing with wheat or soy and real tomatoes, we're fine last night. Like, no issue with real tomatoes. But y'all, wheat and soy was tearing me up on the low carb wraps, the soy and the mayonnaise. And I can say that for certain because every time I had those kind of products, my stomach would bloat. And my stomach's getting thinner and thinner and thinner, even though the scale's not really moving. Because it was a lot of bloat from all the nastiness. And to me, that's nastiness. If something affects me like that, it's nastiness. I wish I could eat cabbage. Oh, I love cabbage. But my stomach can't digest it.